that they're trying to play God in this dimension.
You know they're gonna go to a wedding tonight, but I don't think I'll make it. No. What's the deal? You got it?
I got mine. I don't know about the other one. I'm not responsible for the other one. I just turned it off. But I don't know if God got the message to
He didn't.
You do something different with your hair?
straighten it.
Looks
And
good.
it's not real humid out there, so it did go.
Good. I mean, it looks all right. I need it different. I like this something.
Yeah, my hair is actually very curly.
Really?
Yeah. I have to fight with it every day.
Oh.
Okay, God, thank you.
Are we on?
No.
We should be.
I have not, but he probably has his on.
Oh, you got somebody doing that? Where's Scott moving?
From wherever he's at.
Okay. So you can go get my. Well, have you ever noticed we don't pray and say the pledge before we have our special session?
It's not as important.
More prayers.
It's kind of like when you eat the salad or the chips and sauce, you don't pray over them. But then when the meal gets
Just want
there,
to
you
think
pray.
about it, I guess.
And you never sing the third verse in a Baptist hymn.
Never.
It's because it's not a sanctified one.
That's at the Spirit Falls. That's the only time you sing three.
That's right.
I wanna go keep holding my Jesus down. I know, mine was in a hole.
Jesus called that.
Somebody keeps throwing him down.
The Spirit.
Make it ant too.
That is down today.
You sound like you had a.
Recording in process.
Test, test, test.
Your strength when Mr. Great.
Oh, yeah.
Not detained.
I said it otherwise occupied. Did you go back and listen to that?
No, I haven't. I've been preoccupied with 14,000.
That's surprising.
Think so.
Good afternoon, Kenny. How are you doing?
I'm great. How about you?
Good. Finer than frog here.
Yeah.
You have more paper than I have.
I have
Bring
that.
my paper in here now.
But this is the,
You wouldn't do.
this is the code associated.
Huh?
Action on urgent necessity. As we determine.
Christmas tree. important.
Who did the job? No, Judge said,
Uh, yeah.
Heavy on that, heavy on that.
Sir,
How are you doing?
Your Honor.
We're good to go, get loaded in the system. We just probably, we're just flying blind.
No, what they have to do is they have to do a reconciliation every single day. Yeah, it's a lot of accounting, but that's the way they have to keep track of saying everything. It can't be done automatically. You just won't get the number.
But they're having fun.
If you.
That's right. Oh, watched it.
Because we had it, no, it was. I know.
I don't like it. Not knowing it.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon. Greetings.
All right, call our meeting to order. It is Friday, December the 5th at 3 p.m. We have a quorum present. I'll commission myself for present. Are there any general announcements? Are there any public comments? All right, item number 4, discuss and consider the authorization of holiday lights being installed on the courthouse grounds.
I wanted to bring a couple things to notice. The first one I wanted to speak about regarding this is whether or not it's legal for us to have and be the ones that bring the holiday lights to the Christmas lights to the courthouse. And to that end, Ken Paxton, Attorney General of Texas, October 10th, 2016, did hand down an opinion letter that under section 381.004 of the local government code, Commissioners Court may expend county funds on holiday lights and decorations on county buildings and facilities, and may expend county funds to contract with or donate to a local. That there were 2 issues in this. The other one was dealing with the Literacy Council, and to the extent that such expenditures serve purposes qualified in the statute. So it was the summary opinion of the Attorney General that it is not prohibited for the county, for the Commissioners Court, if they so deem, to expend money on these on Christmas lights and decorations for the courthouse. And the caution is don't attempt to establish any particular religion within the county. And so learned over the last 24 hours or so that our usual course of action related to having the courthouse decorated was not in process for this year. And so I wanted to, based on the amount of time that we believed that we needed to address this quicker than our regular agenda and hold a meeting related to this. And so I wanted to get the feedback from the court related to decorations this year, even at our late hour. Next year, we've got it on the calendar to begin looking at this and at least having a discussion in November to figure out what's the best route for everyone to go. So I wanted to open up the floor for anybody's comment or consideration, and whether or not anybody had any recommendations related to who or how much it would cost in order to decorate the courthouse. But because I personally don't want to have a parade out here of people in the community and the courthouse to look like it does every other day of the year. That's my thought on it, and I wanted to open up the floor to anybody else who has a comment.
When is the parade?
Next weekend, 13th.
We can have it done by next week.
What happened this year? Like,
The Main Street's the one that normally does it, and they do not have the funds. They got they got a big donation last year that paid for it, which I think was $5,000, maybe $6,000, I can't remember which. And that got it done. And then they came this year and said that they had no donations, so they can't do it.
I don't have a problem with doing it. I like the idea, and I feel the same way as Commissioner Cliff, that it's sad that there would be a parade, or even, I know my wife and I drive by in the past years and acknowledge how it looked, and we appreciate it. I think that it would be a shame for us to sit here and not have some decorations.
Okay, we do have the nativity scene. It has been delivered to us because that is our property, and it's been delivered and set up.
well, even the Grinch game got into the Christmas spirit. I mean, like
Sooner or later.
sooner, later than sooner, but I mean, like, I don't know where the money's gonna come from to do that. I guess y'all, like, that come out of, what funds that come out of?
Well, that's the next line item. I guess the question is, how much do we want to spend on it? I don't know that we have any quotes or estimates of from current contractors to do it.
Brandon, you got anything?
Yeah, we do have some quotes, and we're waiting on one or two more that'll be here, two more that'll be here Monday. And they're in the range of 13 to 17, is that right? 13 to 17,000.
And that's to circle every tree.
That is to do all the trees. From my understanding in these quotes, I didn't bring it with me, but that's to do all the trees, to do wreaths around the lights, around the light poles, and to put lights around the courthouse. On the courthouse, I guess to say.
Okay, well, we don't put lights on the courthouse. Okay, we can't do that because that's what damaged the mortar upstairs. So, but
Yeah, I think if we can get a couple of weeks advance notice, if we just plan it ourselves, we make sure that we start checking into this in November, give ourselves a few extra weeks of advance notice, then we can. I'd prefer to be able to flip the switch on, after we finish our turkey on Thanksgiving, personally.
Cliff, on that note, I talked to a guy, and he said that if you really wanted to be up to par, I guess, or whatever you want to call it, that it's better to start about July, talking to them and plan it. Now, because they get booked up really fast, they said, I mean, we do what we want to. I'm just throwing that out.
No, that sounds good to me.
I think we're gonna let a kindergarten class design it, and then we get together and put it all up. It can't be rocket science, right? Like,
But as far as this year, we can have these up. You said the parade's next weekend?
yes, it's Saturday.
We can have these up by next week.
Well, on line item number 4, I would make a motion to authorize holiday lights being installed in the courthouse grounds, and then we can discuss amounts, et cetera, in number 5. So I'd make the motion to authorize holiday lights being, that's the way it's listed on here, holiday lights, Christmas lights, festival lights, lights on the Hanukkah bush, whatever the case may be, installed in the courthouse grounds.
Motion's been made. Is there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Motion passes. Item number 5, discuss considered designation of the appropriate line item to fund all applicable charges for holiday lights.
I think that, again, our 2 options are 010-510-550. That's building and grounds. We'll check with the auditor's office. There's adequate funds in that. The other line item that we can consider is 010-409-8800, which is the general non-departmental. So both of those contain adequate funds for this that I don't think are already earmarked. And I think if someone does make a motion on this line item number 5, that we would limit it to a certain dollar amount so that, that's clearly established.
And do we get to keep the lights?
You can do it. You can lease the lights or you can buy the lights. I think buying the lights would be more expensive, and we'd have to store them.
I talked to one and they said, it's a little bit more expensive to lease the lights. But if something goes wrong, if one shorts out, one doesn't work, that's their responsibility. Plus storing it, we'd have to have a place to store all
Yeah,
this.
I got you.
So, I think leasing is the best option, even though it's a little bit more expensive. So what do you got on your mind on the cap, Mr. Smith?
If your top bid so far is 17,000, then I think we make a motion to approve the appropriation of funds up to 17,000.
And I'm thinking,
And basically take it out of contingency.
Contingency or building and grounds. I would defer to you on the best line item.
The building and grounds improvement, or I'm not sure which one of the building and grounds.
Yes,
I was looking at economic development, taking out of the economic development.
I would be okay with economic development if that very flexible.
We got 65,000 in there, and we really only have 2 commitments for that right now for about 45,000.
Then yes,
I was kind of leaning towards the building grounds as a expense account, but you didn't give us what program to do that, but I kind of like the building ground.
Okay, well, I need, let me go.
6,000.
It's how much?
126,000.
Okay, building grounds. Well, I think it was supposed to be 250, and it's that includes the if I'm not mistaken, that includes the window repair that we plan to do, which I don't know, have a clue what the expense is going to be right now, but
I think there's a fine argument to be made that it's economic development because the purpose of the lights, it is festive, but it also tends to set our county in the best light possible to those visitors that come through for different business opportunities, different things, different visiting. It makes our courthouse square more appealing and attractive. So, I think it does contribute to economic development. So I would be fine with that if that's okay with you, Mr. Auditor.
are you okay with that, Ben?
Yes, that makes sense.
Okay. All right.
Then-
All right, so is the motion is to designate up to $17,000 out of the economic development line item for the charges for holiday lights on the courthouse grounds.
It's up to 17, but not necessarily doesn't mean it might not be 17.
That's correct.
If it's in, it's
Correct.
in.
That's
Right.
correct.
In other words, if we're getting multiple bids, we'll go with the best bid.
Go with the
Not
lowest.
necessarily lowest, but always go with the best. So-
That's right.
Who we gonna
That's
put-
right.
who's
We
gonna
don't-
go?
Keegan,
What do we have right now, Keegan? We got 3 bids in today, and you got 2 more coming Monday, is that right? Because we're gonna have 5 bids.
But the criteria is they have to have it done by Friday next week.
Well,
All right,
we're
so
behind, don't we?
did somebody make that motion? No.
I'll motion to take the 17,000 budget from the economic development to
Up to.
up to $17,000 out of economic development fund for holiday lights
On the courthouse.
on the grounds of the
Courthouse.
courthouse.
Right.
and I think
Okay.
that some of the criteria that we'll be looking at, I'll second that, but some of the criteria I think that we'll also be looking at is related to whether or not they have insurance for what they're doing, that they've got, we've looked into them a bit and that they're going to do a good job. I don't want to spend the county's, I don't want to spend this tax revenue in an unwise manner. I think it should be done well, and I think that we will keep after them if it is not done well, to make sure that the investment is in our economic development is well placed.
So do we need to call another meeting for Monday to pick who's going to do it? Or do we don't do that?
We can assign a committee to.
Yeah, we can do that. We can have a committee if that's okay.
But we don't have to call it, we don't have to call a
We don't
special
need-
quarter.
I don't think we need to call a special session related to that.
Uh-oh. 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 Here comes the Grinch.
Is this about us?
Well, what's the economic development plan? What's the line item?
The line item is 410,475. It has $65,000 in the budget.
410, 465.
Huh? Yeah.
Got it?
Are we good?
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
Now we know.
So can we establish do we need to establish who does that now, or we can do that just Monday?
Well, if we do it now, we don't have to meet again.
Okay, well, let's establish who's gonna pick this then. I would say, Keegan, Cliff, and myself, since we got the bids, we choose it.
But, and it'd be pretty to have the auditor involved.
Oh, yeah, let's have, well, Ben's a no, I was a given. I
Okay.
just didn't say Ben's name. Ben, yeah.
Okay, you want to amend your motion then?
I never done make a motion.
You did.
Oh, yeah, motion, Ben, Cliff, Keegan, and me to choose, the
Vendor.
vendor.
The vendor.
Quality lots.
Okay. So is there a second?
I've second.
Is there any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Opposed, like sign, motion passes. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. We're adjourned at 3:17. Thank you.
2 minutes.
What? Oh, it's just it's over.